So this is where the famous Faithin lives and runs a video store. That reminds me. Sometimes Lucy comes all the way to New Eridu just to see movies that feature her favorite star.
Caesar, you haven't been to New Eridu much, have you?
When we do get business in the city, we get hold of temporary entry permits. But I rarely make the trip. I was born and raised in the Outer Ring. I still prefer a place that gives you the freedom to roam.
How about we explore the city today? I'll be your tour guide. We have some time while the data copies, and there's nothing else to do here while we wait.
All right, you're the boss. We've seen the movie and had our drinks. Where should we go?
We've got some time to kill. How about we take a stroll nearby? There are nice shops in Lumina Square. We can stop whenever something catches our eye.
Okay, let's go.
Everyone, watch out! Stay away from that
Uh-oh. That guy has a dangerous look in his eyes. Go take care of yourself, Belle. I'll be right back. Hello, Belle?
Caesar, where are you? Are you okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine. I already caught the guy. And besides, you weren't that concerned about me when I was dealing with ethereals before.
Humans are sometimes more dangerous than ethereal.
Wow, that's so old school. So, are you still nearby? I got totally turned around chasing him through the alleys. So, I am a little lost right. Hey, Belle. The data should have finished copying by now. And it's getting dark. Well, thanks for showing me around today. Seems like everywhere in New Eridu is just as busy as the old oil field's biggest market. That's so many strange and wonderful things. No wonder a lot of people from the Outer Ring want to live here.
Haven't you ever thought about it, Caesar? With your skills, you could apply for citizenship.
Me? Never thought about it. Even now, being here in the city, I still feel like I belong in the Outer Ring.
Belle, it really is you. Long time no see. I saw the note on your door saying you'd be away for a while, but I didn't expect it to be this. Chop told me he saw you were back, so I came over to check. How are you guys?
We're doing good. Thanks, Enzo. Just visiting friends for a few days.
I happen to be one of those friends. We'll take good care of.
With such a friendly host, we neighbors can rest easy. I'll leave you to it. If you need anything, just drop by my...
Is that guy your neighbor, Proxy? You seem... I always heard people in the city aren't as close to one another. But from what I've seen today, people seem pretty friendly here too. You asked if I ever thought about living in the city. I guess with so many close friends in the Outer Ring, I've just never thought about leaving. So, if I want to really protect them...
Are you talking about becoming the Overlord?
Yeah, Proxy. I've been thinking a lot these past... Growing up with the stories of the Tour d'Inferno, I always wanted to become the Overlord to prove I was the strongest. But being the Overlord is more than just being the strongest. Even though Pompey's men caused trouble, he stepped in and resolved the situation. He even took care of the problems in Blazewood and with the Sons of Caledon. I only just found out the reason the Overlord hadn't been seen for the past 6 months is because he had been working on negotiations with the other regions. I would have never thought of doing that. I didn't even know it was an option. When he laid out the terms, Lucy immediately saw the benefits of the new routes for the old oil field. But Casa has been working tirelessly for the town, bearing the brunt of all the pressure. Compared to them, I still have a long way to go.
Don't say that, Caesar. You have your own strengths too. When you found those goods in the hollow, you didn't get angry. You let Casa take them out first. At the time, we all thought Casa had betrayed us. But you still thought of the town's residents.
I think anyone else would do the same, right? Making sure everyone has enough to eat is more important than my pride or my feeling. But hearing you say that makes me feel a lot better. I might not be the smartest, but like a wild boar, once I set my sights on a target, I won't let up until I chase them down. Besides, I've got a great group of friends supporting me. Now it's time to focus on Tour d'Inferno. Pompey is a great opponent. This time.
Boss, here's the new route distribution sheet. The newly expanded freight routes have been assigned to the Sons of Caledon as per your instructions.
Yes, put it there.
Boss, you've worked so hard for these new routes. Are you really going to just hand them over?
If it weren't for Moores stealing the intelligence, I wouldn't have had to go through all this trouble. By the way, Moores insists he acted alone. What do you think?
Well, boss, you know Moores was also thinking of our best interests.
You're giving me the answer to a question I never asked. But you don't seem too surprised by all this. Wanting to win isn't a bad thing. But since I'm the reigning overlord, we have to act with it. The motor stability ensures the safety of the oil wells. If there's infighting, someone's going to get taken advantage of. By the way, I heard that you've had a lot of dealings with companies in the city lately.
That is absolutely untrue. It's just that we had some issues with the protective gear we arranged for the oil refinery. I had to find a way to handle it.
I hope so. Lucius, you're smart and ambitious, but always eager for immediate results. Don't let your cleverness backfire.
Yes, boss.
These documents never end. I've been feeling exhausted these days.
Not at all, boss. You've been talking about the Tour d'Inferno a lot lately. But boss, please don't overwork yourself for the next few days. After all, for this grand event, you need to be in peak condition.
Alright, all you diesel-loving rascals, watching on TV, listening on the radio, and cheering live, gather around! It's your favorite gal, Jolly Jenny here! 30, 40, or even 50 years ago, a young man performed the miracle of diving into the flame, and in just a few minutes, new hero will recreate the legendary Tour d'Inferno!
I didn't expect so many people.
Do what you're good at, Proxy, and leave the rest to us.
What's that thing flying around?
Good question. Eyes wide open and take a gander at this, folks. To give everyone a front row seat to this grand event, every Tour d'Inferno is different. And this year, there's only an unprecedented 10-minute broadcast delay inside and outside the Hollow. Enough chit-chat. Let's introduce defending. We got the Vanquishers. Pompey, Lucius, and Mars! Challenging, we have the Sons of Paladon, Caesar, Lucy, and Lighter! The rules are simple. Charge into the Hollow, reach Cinder Lake, and use the Spot Stone to blow up those pesky ether crystals. Whoever completes the ritual first will be crowned Overlord!
Overlord! The finals have been a long time.
You're quite confident, little girl.
All right, folks, take your positions. The Tour d'Inferno is officially on! The Vanquishers and the Sons of Caledon are naked. Can we expect an epic showdown in the...
Be careful, everyone. We're about to enter the Hollow.
Cinder Glow Lake, here we go! We're in the Hollow.
Everyone, follow this path down into the depths of the Hollow. I'll monitor this route in real time.
Obstacles detected on the road ahead.
Piece of cake.
Warning, dangerous buildings above the road ahead.
Past them.
You okay?
Not at all! My hair is full of steel!
That's what you get for being so slow.
There are more and more ether crystals around.
Ether concentration levels are up too. Be careful, everyone. Huh? There's a huge building over there.
It's probably an oil refinery, right?
Big Daddy told me this place used to be incredible. Whoa, that was close.
Watch where you're going!
Warning. Fire detected on the road ahead. Warning. Dangerous buildings above the road ahead.
That was a tough track. Really? Is that all you got? Just focus on your driving, okay? Watch out! It's getting more narrow up ahead.
Sit tight, Proxy.
What's that sound? The ground's shaking.
Proxy! Proxy! Wake up! Are you okay? Dang, that was quite an impact. Is your bang boo all right?
I'm fine. How are you holding up?
I'm all right, just a few scratches. I'll live. The only problem is, it's just you and me now. When the boulder fell, the ground gave way and collapsed, forming a massive hole. And when I woke up, we were here.
Master, due to the spatial distortion caused by the severe tremors, you have deviated from the planned route, recalculating your position. Additionally, before the rockfall, a significant release of energy was detected coming from both sides of the road.
A significant release of energy.
There were old oil facilities on that path. Did the explosion come from there? What's this?
Dust. Now that you mention it, Eos is covered in it. Wait, isn't this stuff the ether powder left behind after a pure—
Belle, what did you just say? But the Outer Ring doesn't have advanced ether technology, and the city wouldn't sell such dangerous tech to the Outer Ring. So how did—
That can only mean one thing. The explosion was no accident.
What? Who did this? But when we were at the starting line, Pompey told me to give it my all and give him a proper challenge. He seemed eager to—
Caesar, although we can't jump to conclusions, with an incident as serious as this, the drone should have gotten it all on camera. Bernice is watching the race. We have to tell her the truth and get her to call it—
Understood, Second Assistant. Connecting you now.
Oh, hey, Proxy, it's you. What are you— Everything looks to be going smoothly in the Hollow, and we haven't encountered any battles so far.
Huh? Bernice, did it—
What? Did some—
Belle, something's wrong. Veri says the footage being broadcast has been tampered with. It's not just ours. Even the footage from both sides has been swapped out. I don't think this is just about stopping us from winning the Tour d'Inferno.
You're right. It seems the enemy is deliberately blocking information from the Hollow, and there's ether explosives appearing where they shouldn't be in the Outer Ring.
Are you saying Cinder Lake might be in danger?
Yes, I think Belle's guess makes—
Caesar, you're the leader of the Sons of Caledon and our client. So what's the plan? We can try to get out of the Hollow right now and tell everyone about what happened.
You're stating the obvious, Proxy. We're heading to— We can't just sit back and watch. As long as we can protect Cinder Lake.
All right, Since you've come to a decision, just leave the rest to me.
Wait. What are you all talking about? It sounds like something crazy.
Don't worry, Bernice. I'll explain everything to you later. Belle, Caesar, you two should get going. You've got to regroup with Lighter and Lucy.
Let's go, Proxy. We don't have much time.
Biosignals detected in the area ahead.
Ugh, there's no end to these things.
It's Lucy's voice. Let's hurry. I have arrived.
Caesar and the Proxy! Seriously? What took you?
Are you guys all right?
Boss, don't worry. We're fine. But the collapse just now was not normal.
That's the conclusion we came to, too. Looks like someone is trying to harm Cinder.
Wait! If you're going to Cinder Lake, you need a bike.
Note, I've already detected the coordinates of 3 motorbikes.
That's great news. Proxy?
This way. There's a spatial fissure nearby.
Biosignals detected nearby.
Let's go take a look.
It's Moore's. That's weird. Why isn't he with the
Boss, that guy just now was holding a pair of binoculars. He seemed to be looking at something at the foot of the mountain.
Moors, what's your status? Have you seen the Sons of Caledon? Where have they?
Reporting in, boss. I've been monitoring their route as instructed.
But still haven't seen them. Those young'uns know how to handle themselves. Now that they're facing some real trouble, they can't take it.
Boss?
Moors, of course the Overlord is fine. Didn't you see him?
Lucius, enough trying to suck up to me. After all these years with me, you still haven't gotten over those bad habits. As a biker and second in command of the Vanquishers, you aren't fit to lead with that.
Boss, I get what you're saying. I've always been slow to learn. If it wasn't for you, I would never have even seen the shadow of Cinder Lake.
Enough. In the past, you would have fled at the mention of the Tour d'Inferno. But now you've insisted on... Moors, keep an eye on the Sons of Caledon. We aren't far from...
Not good. The Vanquishers are
But by the sounds of it, Pompey knew nothing about the explosion.
Is it just me? Or does something feel off about that? The explosion at the foot of the mountain just now caused a huge landslide. You can see the rising smoke and dust from
Proxy, you're onto something. Seeing something like that would usually cause alarm. Even if Moores was sent to spy on us, it's still weird that he didn't even
Hey, Caesar, pipe down!
Huh? Who's there?
Moors, time to surrender.
Not gonna happen! Blood boiling!
Leave everything to me!
Morse, you coward!
Boss, he escaped through the fissure.
Morse must have had something to do with the explosion back there. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Now's not the time for this. Focus on dealing with the Epheros in front of us.
The Sons of Caledon talked a big game about having a showdown, but this has been disappointingly dull.
Boss, you might have a soft spot for that Caesar, but it's their own fault for being so used.
But dull can be a good thing. At least we won't have to worry about Cinder Lake for a few years. What's with all these ether crystals coming out of nowhere?
The ether aggregation catalyst can accelerate the crystallization of free-floating ether particles. This is tech developed by City Enterprises to increase ether production, and it works wonders in the unique environment.
Lucius, do you mean you...
That's right, Pompeii. I've replaced your spark stone. Cinder Lake will be completely... Oh, and one more thing I almost forgot to mention. When using this catalyst, the nearby ether constant, especially for those with a weak aptitude for ether, it will have serious consequences.
Lucius, how dare you? You won't get away with this!
How dare you give me another scar, you monster! Despite being so corrupted, you still have this much strength!
To think I ever had such high hopes for you. Do you understand the impact of colluding with the city's ether companies? What it'll do to this place?
Did you really think we all shared your old-fashioned ideals of freedom and morality, boss? The weak and the worthless have no place in this age. With the power of ether, I will establish a new order in this leaderless outer ring. A kingdom completely under my control!
What is it? Boss, we found the Sons of Caledon.
What? All those explosives didn't take them out. We have to retreat for now. Seeing Cinder Lake snuffed out would have been a 90, but now it's down to a 60. Sorry, boss. Time to say goodbye. At least you'll be... Wait a minute. Weren't you disappointed you couldn't face the Sons of...
Warning. A significant increase in ether concentration near Cinderglow Lake.
What? What's going on?
There aren't any cameras near Cinder Lake, so we can't be sure. But it's definitely not...
Damn. Does that mean we're too...
No matter what, Lucy. We have to get there as fast as... Proxy, where are our bikes?
The fissure took into a place not too far away. Come with me. Barry, how's the situation at Cinder Lake looking?
Rising ether concentration levels detected. I've also detected that Cinder Lake's heat signature is shrinking.
I knew it! Cinder Lake is in trouble.
We're almost there. Our rides are up ahead.
Let's go!
We're almost there. Cinder Lake is just ahead. Caesar, that's...
Old man! Hang in there!
The corruption is too severe. Caesar! Something's wrong with Cinder Lake! There are ether crystals everywhere! What on earth happened here?
It's Lucius. He betrayed me.
We'll get you out now! We can deal with the rest
There's
later.
no time! Caesar, listen. You must protect Cinder Lake.
is all Lucius is doing! He's the one conspiring with an ether corporation to extinguish Cinder Lake!
That's right. So long as the oil runs out, he can do whatever he pleases.
Warning. Rising ether activity detected.
What?
Now! Continue.
His attack mode has changed! Watch out, everyone!
Out of our way, old man!
This keeps up. The enemy is exhausted! Hold on a little longer!
Are you guys okay?
Caesar, don't worry about us! Just think about winning! This is the only way for the Overlord to rest in peace!
Understood. Leave it to me. The brave fear nothing. Rings. Now we're talking. There's more to battle. The glory. Not even close! Take cover! Nice one! Victory's mine! We're just getting started. I'm here. I'm fine.
We finally did it. But the Cinder Lake, in a few minutes, it'll be completely extinguished. How ironic. Even with the Spark Stone, it's too far away. There's nothing we can do.
Without oil, what does Lucius plan to do with the old oil field?
Unless a miracle happens. Huh?
I'll get the Spark Stone there.
What? Wait. No. Caesar, you can't leave!
Have you lost your mind? You'll die! Caesar! Just please! situation nearby. It's like something is coming our way.
It's not over yet. Where is it?
We meet again.
Belle, everything's packed. We're ready to head back home.
Proxy! Good thing you haven't left.
Caesar, I told you. Shouldn't have. With everything that's happened at the old oil field, you need to be there to keep.
I told you I'm just the acting overlord. That day, even though Pompey threw in the sparkstone that was replaced by Lucius, he was the first one to reach the finish line.
Caesar, speaking of Lucius, any news on his whereabouts?
Nothing yet. We haven't found his man Moores either. That no-good snake. We sent Bernice and Piper to cut him off, but he got looking through the stuff he left behind. We found evidence that he was colluding with an ether corporation in the city, combined with Eos's recordings that day. The old oil field bikers are well aware of what he did. Proxy, I didn't get to thank you after leaving the Hollow. We saved Cinder Lake thanks to you.
Couldn't have done it without you, Caesar. When Cinder Lake was about to go out, I almost gave up hope. All I could do was watch as you rode away, getting further and further from us.
Hey, don't get emotional on me. I was saved by the fissure hidden under the vent. Isn't it crazy how that went down?
A friend who's an expert on this said that due to the complex air currents around the fissure, ether particles are unable to stabilize, preventing it from being sealed off. Due to the balance between the natural gas and the ether particles, the fissure won't be moving anywhere. It's probably been there for decades.
Diving into the fiery sea, the hero returns valiantly. When the first overlord reached the lake, maybe that's where he jumped in too.
Who'd have thought the legend of the first overlord was true?
People back then didn't know about the fissure, and the first overlord probably forgot what happened to him. So that's where the divine intervention part of the legend came from.
True, but isn't the existence of a fissure right in the middle of Cinder Lake already pretty divine intervention?
Do you remember what happened after you fell into the fissure?
Parts of it, but it's hazy. In the darkness, I thought I would lose consciousness pretty quickly. But I could feel everything. I saw a light in the darkness, an instinct. Next thing, I came out right on top of you.
It was unbelievable. After you said, "We meet again," the next thing out of your mouth was, "Lucy, if I die..."
She's always had her eye on taking over as the leader of the Sons of Caledon. And in that moment, I thought she'd be relieved. But that lunatic jumped up, shouted, "I don't want your leftovers!" and straight up slapped me in the face.
It's your fault for saying that. Lucy was still crying when we left the Hollow.
Yeah, Lucy was really scared I would die. But now, since you're heading back to the city, let me give you something.
Oh, it's a sunflint.
Yeah, all of the Sons of Caledon chipped in. It's a shame I didn't have time to help with the weaving. I just drew the design.
Thanks. I'll take good care of it.
You're always welcome in the Outer Ring, Proxy. May you rock.
I can't see Caesar and the others in the rearview mirror anymore. That must mean we've almost left the outer...
Cinder Lake is safe, and Caesar is the new overlord. Our Outer Ring adventure has finally come to a successful end.
It feels like Cinder Lake was just about to go out, and now we're driving home listening to music. It seems almost like a dream.
What's wrong, Wise? You sound a little emotional.
Although we could only prove the fissure in Cinder Lake exists from its effects, apart from Caesar's bold gamble, there really was no other. But seeing Caesar fall, that helped just like that time.
Wise.
Belle? You really have to admit we're family in moments like this. We must be thinking the same thing. This is the edge of the city. Eos and Ferry are here too. It's time.
Second assistant, you have deviated from your course. Recalculating a new route.
Don't worry, Ferry. We're going the right way. The road we're taking now? We're here. Let's go up.
Come on, Eos. Don't forget your scarf.
It feels like we haven't been back in a long time, Belle.
Ferry, do you know where this is?
Search complete. This is the center of the chasm at the edge of New Eridu. The chasm, which preceded New Eridu, was the product of the large uncontrolled hollow disaster in Eridu, often called the fall of the old capital. To deal with the out-of-control Hollow Zero during the fall of the old capital, Eridu's leaders at the time detonated the 14 Shiryu pillars from the southwest to the northeast. The power of the explosion sparked a strong geological chain reaction, bringing about the formation of the chasm.
That's right. There's nothing in the chasm that can be corrupted, so Hollow Zero can't convert more etheric energy to expand, which prevents it from getting out of control.
New Eridu could only be built because of it. Without it, if you keep driving from here, you'll end up on the road to the northern side of Eridu, which is really close to the throne quarter. Within 10 minutes, you'll come upon a massive...
that belongs to the White Star Institute. Turning left before the statue takes you to the former main road number 7 of the Minerva Quarter. On the left side of the road were all the old civilization antique shops that Wise liked to go to. He was just a kid back then, and always fell for fake antiques.
And on the right side of the road were all the dessert shops and snack stores that Belle loved. I couldn't resist Belle's whining and ended up buying more treats than she could ever finish.
I couldn't finish them? As soon as any snacks were placed on the table, everyone would grab them up within a minute. Or have you forgotten?
How could I forget? So, at the end of main road number 7, after you pass 3 security gates, you'll see a beautiful building.
Our teacher is right there. She'll be at the entrance with Eos, waiting for us. She always liked to stand to the right of the building's plaque.
The Helios Academy. That's our real home. It's there now as well, just across the chasm, deep inside Hollow Zero, under the rubble of the old capital's ruins.
Teacher, we're back. It's been a while this time, and a lot's happened.
Master, second assistant, please allow me to express my condolences for the significant individual who has passed away. Should you wish, I can search for her name and accurately determine her location on the memorial monument.
Carol Arna.
That name was not found in the database of victims from the fall of the old capital. Only one matching result was found in the related information, resulted in the uncontrollable Hollow Zero, leading to the great tragedy of the fall of the city. The main culprit, Senior Research Director Carol Arna of the Helios Academy, along with others involved, will forever be etched on the Pillar of Shame. Speculation. The name provided earlier was incorrect, or the matching information belongs to another person with the same name.
No, it's no mistake. The person officially responsible for the fall of the old capital is Carol Arna.
She was our teacher.
She taught us, raised us. The HDD system and EOS are among her many achievements. She also saved us when the old capital fell. Fairy, didn't you ask us why we wanted to investigate Hollow Zero? This is our reason.
We became proxies so we could collect enough observation data to one day head back to where Helios Academy once stood, deep in Hollow Zero.
We're confident that if there are clues anywhere, it's got to be there.
Belle and I are prepared to swear on our lives that our teacher isn't the one responsible. We have to uncover the truth about the fall of the old capital and clear our teacher's name. She's innocent.
Warning, an unknown entity has been detected nearby.
Huh? Now?
You're the head of Section 6, Hoshimi Miyabi.
That's correct. And you're the leaders of the independent investigation team with the exceptional guide Rainbow. I did not anticipate being bested by you.
We're honored you remember us. But being bested by us, what do you mean?
I am training to be the first to reach the Chasm Memorial. I would like to spend some more...
So you're here to pay your respects to the deceased too?
Yes, my mother.
My condolences.
Thank you. But I don't intend to find peace.
You...
Indeed. I shall not seek peace until all those I'll catch them all. None will escape me. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space.